So what's the single biggest hurdle for pretty much any new fintech or crypto company? You know what? It's usually not the idea. It's building the back end, that complex, expensive, and incredibly time-consuming engine that has to power everything. Today, we're going to dive into a solution that's designed to solve that exact problem by providing secure, scalable, and ready-to-deploy infrastructure. Okay, so here's how we're going to break this down. First, we'll really get into the core challenge that so many companies are facing. Then, we'll introduce the idea of a financial core as the solution. After that, we'll look at the strategic advantages, check out the partnership models, and we'll wrap it all up by figuring out if this is the right fit for you. So let's start with a fundamental problem. Every single fintech venture hits this fork in the road. Do you build your core infrastructure from scratch, or do you partner up? Now, choosing to build it yourself isn't just a big project. It's a huge gamble that all too often leads to blown budgets, missed deadlines, and honestly, critical security risks.
First, let's just talk about time. If you're building a production-grade system from the ground up, you're realistically looking at over a year of development. With a ready-made core, that timeline shrinks down to as little as 2 months. I mean, just think about that for a second. You're launching almost a full year ahead of your competition. That difference in time to market is absolutely monumental.
And then, of course, there's the money. We're talking an estimated savings of 400 to 800,000 euros just in backend engineering costs. And that's not just money saved. That's capital you can now pour directly into what actually matters: your product, your marketing, getting customers. It really is the difference between building infrastructure and building a business. So we've laid out the problem. Now let's get into the solution, the CryptPay financial core. But what exactly is it? What do we really mean when we say back-end infrastructure? Well, think of CryptoPay as this comprehensive on-premise software package. And that on-premise part is key. It means you host it on your own servers. It's the whole shebang, the central financial core for processing transactions, a full admin panel, all the necessary blockchain infrastructure, a crypto custody solution, and the whole thing is customizable to fit your specific needs. It's basically the entire financial engine for your app, just ready to go. But the real value here goes so much deeper than just saving time and money. This is about gaining a serious strategic advantage. So let's break down what this architecture really gives you: total control, market-leading speed, and rock-solid security. The big headline number here is a 70% reduction in the effort needed to build your backend. By handling all that foundational plumbing, your engineers are now free to focus on what only they can build: your unique business logic, your killer user experience, and the features that are actually going to drive your revenue. Now, this next point is absolutely critical. Because the architecture is self-hosted, you stay in complete control. That's control over your data, your deployment environment, your entire roadmap. You're not at the mercy of some third-party SaaS provider's uptime or their security or their business decisions. There's just no vendor lock-in. You're in the driver's seat. And when you dig into the platform itself, you see features that are purpose-built for finance. It's written in Go. Why? For high performance and load readiness. It uses deterministic math. What does that mean? It means you completely avoid those tiny floating point errors that can literally wreck a financial system. It has flexible blockchain support, and it's deployed as a single binary, which makes updates and maintenance radically simpler. Okay, let's talk about security, because this is a big one. Here, security isn't just an afterthought. It is baked into the architecture. For example, the system eliminates the entire threat of SQL injection attacks by not using SQL databases at all. Input hardening isn't just some optional check. It's a mandatory processing layer. Failures are isolated, so one small problem can't cascade and take down your entire system. This is security by design, not by chance. Okay, so we've covered the tech and the strategy. Now, let's look at the commercial side of things. How does a partnership like this actually work? You've got 3 main models here, and they're tailored for different business needs. The first is crypto processing, which is a self-hosted module for basic payment acceptance. The second is a full-blown crypto P2P lending platform. And the third, for anyone who wants maximum control, is source code acquiring, which gives you complete ownership of the intellectual property for your own internal development team. So the big question, who is this for? Who's the ideal partner to really take advantage of a ready-made financial core like this? Let's break down the key profiles. The applications are actually incredibly broad. You can kind of think of it in 2 camps. On one hand, you've got established players, like payment service providers looking to add crypto, or neobanks that want to integrate a new asset layer. But on the other hand, it's perfect for startups, new crypto exchanges, investment apps, and fintechs who need to hit the ground running, fast and secure. And the engagement itself is designed to be really predictable and low risk. It's a very clear 5-step process. We start with scoping and alignment to make sure everyone's on the same page. Then we move to infrastructure setup, then the core integration with your front end, followed by rigorous pre-launch testing, and finally, the production launch with all the ongoing support you need. And, this quote really nails the entire value proposition. It's all about leveraging a production-grade system to launch faster, to seriously reduce your operational risk, and to establish much stronger financial control. And those things are absolutely essential for scalable growth, whether you're a startup just getting going or a big established enterprise. And that really brings us to the final question, the one you need to ask your own team. When you look at your roadmap, is your backend an asset or a liability? Is it something that's accelerating your growth, or is it the one thing that's actually holding you back? Thank you for joining me for this explainer on fintech infrastructure. If you're ready to accelerate your journey, well, the conversation starts right here.